Today we're solving equations. Just a quick reminder of what we learned yesterday to get you started and have some practice today. We are always going to remember these three steps. The first one is to isolate the variable. The second one is to do the opposite operation. And the third rule is to, whatever you do to one side, you need to do to the other. So I'm going to do a couple examples for you to get you started, and then you'll have some practice that I'll send to you via email. Here I need to isolate my variable first. N is my variable because it is a letter in this mathematical equation. Then I'm going to look and I see that it is a plus 2. So if I choose the opposite operation of addition, it would be subtraction. I have to think, what subtracted from a positive 2 will give me 0? I want to get rid of that, so I'm going to subtract 2. Whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other. Over here, our 2's cancel. A positive 2 and a negative 2 equals 0. So we'd really have n plus 0. But we don't need to write plus 0. It's just a waste of our time. On this side, we need to do 5 minus 2. That equals 3. Now, if we wanted to, we could plug it in, and see if we were right. If we put in 3 for n, we would have 3 plus 2 equals 5. We know that 3 plus 2 really does equal 5. So, we got it right. This is a little bit more tricky when we're talking about those integers. We also don't have our mathematical equation like we normally see it. So, we still follow all the same steps and show our work. Isolate the variable. I see my variable in this equation is c. Okay? And I see that we're adding a 2. So, to get rid of a positive 2, I need to do the opposite operation of subtraction of a 2. Whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other. We can still draw that line. There's still two sides of an equation. Okay? These cancel, and I'm left with c on this side. And then I have a negative 2 minus 2 is equal to a negative 4. c is equal to negative 4. Now let's see if this statement is true. If I were to rewrite this problem, I'd have negative 2 equals negative 4 plus 2. Well, let's work backwards. What's a 2 plus a negative 4? Negative 2. So we know we are correct. All right, last example. This is also tricky because you see that it's a plus a negative 6 equals 5. Well, let's first isolate our variable. We have an a. We want to get it all by itself. Now this is tricky because I see an addition sign, but the sign that immediately goes with the 6 is a negative sign. So my opposite operation needs to be to the sign that is right in front of the number. So if I have a negative 6, I'm going to add 6 because I want that to cancel. Whatever I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. A negative 6 plus a 6 equals 0, so they cancel out. A is equal to 11. Let's check our work. 11 plus a negative 6 equals 5. 11 plus a negative 6 really does equal 5, so we know we're right. Good luck with your extra practice today. Bye, guys.